And that's how you do it. That's how you start a stream. Some punk rock. Come on. Darth Sean, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Deep in the red.
Yeah.
The dark side. What's happening, guitar?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
I love your camera is amazing. Amazingly pixelated. What's happening? What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? He is laggy. Is what he is. Yes, he is. He's a laggy bastard. Is my chair doing this?
At least my chair doesn't fucking fall apart.
Go down. You're a fall apart. You're a fall apart. 144. Good morning. How's it, everybody? Kevin, Ghost Stomper, Spoon, how are you? Spoon was going to join us tonight, but we moved it to Monday night because Spoon also has a stream tonight. So if you do want to, by all means, please, Spoon, drop it in the chat. If people want to go join and go watch later. Yeah, man. So fun times. Yeah, I kind of think we should just jump straight into it because, God, I made so many show notes and it seems like it's quite a lot. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to talk about, I think it's like, I know it's not a South African thing, but I do think it has a lot of context within South Africa. I think it kind of, I mean, it's something I'm seeing in South Africa quite a lot. But yeah, wait, hold on. I will skip. Oh, come on, Whistler. Don't be a dick. Yes, Whistler's such a douchebag.
Why? Why is he skipping?
I know, he's gonna skip Monday. You're gonna skip Monday anyway. You're on Ronaldo's show, you bastard.
Traitor.
Yeah, such a traitor.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. What a prat. What a prat.
I mean,
what is that? Oh, I don't know. I'm seeing stuff. The stream isn't. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, maybe. Wait, no. Let's save it. Let's save it for Monday, Spoon. I mean, I kind of want to go over this with you anyway. So let's save it for Monday night. That'd be cool. Because I kind of have everything planned in my head now. Well, I try to.
So it's like throwing a spoon into the spanner and into the engine.
Yeah. Don't throw spoons into spanners. Don't throw spanners or spoons into an engine. Yeah. It's going to break it. Especially.
But he struggles as is.
I do. I struggle already. I struggle reading.
Imagine like jumping against. He's gonna go. Oh, I don't know what to do.
What do you need help with? Adrian, what's wrong? How can we assist you, good sir? Let's also hope the stream doesn't fuck out tonight because okay, cool. Everything is excellent, so that's great. Yeah. What do you need help with, Adrian? What it's 144? Stuff it. I'm on Twitch. Oh, hi, Ghost. Are you on Twitch and on? I'm on Twitch and on YouTube. Okay, Mork, look. What am I looking at? Squirrel. Stop it. Okay, right. Let me. So yeah. Okay. So basically, I wanted to chat about. I think the whole debate that we had between the debate that I wouldn't say a debate. The conversation that Piers Morgan had with Nick Fuentes. Now,
yeah. Okay.
To preface this, I just want to preface this by going, I don't like Piers Morgan. And I don't really, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Nick Fuentes. I don't watch any of his content. He's not really my cup of tea. I do think he is the product of something. And that's what I want to get into. And I think it's like, it's, that old good old pendulum, good Sean, that good old pendulum that keeps us swinging. It just keeps us swinging. And if you're not careful, that's what you get, right? So yeah, I thought I just want to kind of look at one or two of the things. And Grid blessed me with a goof financial.
My God! All right, God blessed me with a good financial year this year, and I want to give back.
Okay. You want me to recommend like a charity?
I need a PlayStation 5.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Elon Musk can buy you one.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I can't help it. I don't have a filter. I'm just going to throw it out there. Do with that information what you want.
Adrian, listen, dude. Any super chats are welcome. But again, we'll never ask for them. Darth Sean was joking.
Was I though?
Everything that people donate, we try and put it back in the channel. We buy better gear. We try and do more content and shit like that. We started out doing one stream and doing one video every 2 weeks, and now we're streaming 3 days a week. So, and that's all thanks to everybody that guys in the chat, the people that are here. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, yeah, there we go, dude. You can gift memberships.
Hello there.
There we go. Well done. Thank you.
H has become a member. Say my name by its smiley face emoji.
Become a member. But I mean, you can do that if you want to gift a membership to somebody. You can drop a super chat. All means, everything is welcome. But again, you don't need to. The content is available, and we really appreciate the fact that you're just watching. That's the thing that means the most to us. So the fact that you're here.
What's wrong with my connection? Everyone's going. We need to.
You're like your little low. This is the thing. You show my people like high res.
Yeah, but I need the phone to check other stuff as well. So unfortunately, we're using the laptop camera just for now.
So there we go. We'll have to get you. We'll have to get you like a proper webcam.
PS5.
Okay, cool. So now can I get back to the thing because it's like just squirrels, right? Why are you here? Why are you here, stupid Darth Vader? Right. Well, where was I now? See, look what happened now.
Nick Fuentes. Piers Morgan.
Yes, Nick Fuentes. So again, like I'm not a massive fan of Piers Morgan. I think he's a prat. I really do think he's a prat. He's famous. A lot of people watch his thing. He hasn't stop watching porn. I'm not watching porn. So I mean, he has
bad connection.
Oh, yes, it's because put the porn off, Darth Sean.
Just be careful that I start like my one hand starts saying that.
That'd be weird. Yeah, you're really helping me, honestly. People are coming in like they're going like, let's tune into the Mork show. Let's see what that's all about. No, they're just going to carry on talking fucking nothing for the first half an hour.
Okay, all right.
Back to the thing, right? So again, let me preface this by saying, not a massive fan of Piers Morgan. I'm not really a big fan of Nick Fuentes. Like I think the hyperbolic stuff. I don't look at him and go like, oh, straight up racist, because the things he says, I understand the humor. I understand a lot of the stuff is done with humor. It's done for shock value. It's hyperbole. It's trying to get a message across, and in that message there is a fuckload of truth, right? There's real. It's not just made up bullshit. He's not this crazy person, because as soon as I ever see the media go out, that person is just like the devil. I'm going like, wait, hold on, like you can make the same arguments for a lot of people. I mean, like even Kanye, like he went a bit psycho, but it's like you have to understand like the point of view of what he's doing, and he's going like, yeah, a lot of people don't get it, but he's doing it as sort of the what do you call it, the reaction to a thing, and we'll get to that reaction a little bit later. But yeah, so this is the thing, and I kind of want to start with like I think the first video that we all watched, and just kind of like the thing. I had issues with the debate, right? I mean, and the thing is this: it's like everybody goes like, you shouldn't platform him. I think that's stupid. I'm not a probably. I always say I'm a free speech absolutist. There is limits to that. You don't hear me dropping the N-bomb and stuff like that here, because like I do think this society does regulate certain things. There's certain things you don't do at work. There's certain things you don't, and like in a public space like this, there's certain things I'm not going to say. If I'm listening to rap, yeah, I'm singing along and I'm saying the N-word. Like, fucking shoot me, right? Call me racist if you want to. If I do that, I don't fucking care, right? And I think I don't fucking care is the premise of our entire conversation about this. I think that's what the entire vibe is. That I kind of got getting to, and that's the part I think Piers Morgan didn't understand. The issue that I had with him, and I don't know how you feel, but a lot of people watched the debate, right? Everybody watched the conversation that the two of them had. in the chat, can I get a 1 if you watch the debate with Piers Morgan and Fuentes? Just that I can have an idea of if you've got context to what we're discussing. Sean, your feelings regarding it?
I watched it. I share the same opinion about it. I don't like Piers Morgan. He contradicts himself, especially in the beginning. I go, just gonna have a chat, and then I'll show you some clips, and I want to see you respond. And it wasn't that. Yeah. It was very weird. I mean, funny enough, a couple of days prior that I watched an interview with Nick and Crowder. And
that was great
so interesting enough, I first watched Piers Morgan one, and then I watched the Crowder one. Obviously, the Crowder one took place a couple of days prior to the Piers Morgan one. And
talking cheese.
Yeah, Crowder was actually like, he had a conversation and they disagreed about a few topics, but he made it fine. They ended off on this thing. With the Piers Morgan, it was like a gotcha. It was like
it was 2 hours of gotcha nonstop, and it's
Nick
like
just handled it like a pro. I would say some of his vibes are a little extreme for me personally, but
I take my hat off. To him because like he literally just and again, it's not about like, oh, he won the debate. Like, he fucking did. Yeah, he absolutely owned him because
he slaughtered Piers, and he was funny, dude.
No, he was funny, but the thing is, and that's what he's doing. He's making these things, and then when Piers questions him on it, he's like, "Oh, well." And actually, let me play you the first video so that we can, like, actually get an idea of like he even says it, and I'm going like, but I mean, what kind of discussion is this? No, I'll show it now. Sorry, it's not quickly low. Where is it loaded? Here we go. So here we go. So let's just watch this. This is about 20 minutes, half an hour in, I think, if I can remember correctly. And this part happens. So I hope it's loud enough. Holler if you guys can hear.
Fair characterization.
Okay. People can make their own minds up. They can go back and listen to you say it. I mean, the beauty of what I'm going to talk to you about in this interview is that almost all of it is just going to be reminding you what you have said.
See, right there, he says it. All I'm going to do in this interview, and this is the difference between, I think we're slowly starting to move away from what Piers is doing is old school journalism, like old school where, remember like even like every CNN, they would get someone on, there would be 5 minutes. He's doing the same thing, but for 2 hours now, where they would get someone on, they go like, you said this thing and you got 5 seconds to respond. And it's like, okay, cool. But all you're doing is you're taking clips of him and you're taking some of the stuff out of context. And when you do, and this is the thing, a lot of times, like, I think of the stuff, like we do a 2-hour show. If somebody had to go back and go like, oh my God, you said that one time, we're going like, I'm like, I don't even remember the shit I said like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, we have a conversation.
I remember what I said yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have racist beliefs. I don't think, we'll make a joke. Oh my God, you hate Chinese people. I mean, like, I made a joke about Chinese people, and I made a joke about people pretending to wake up and speaking Chinese. Like now I'm all of a sudden a racist. Like that's just insane. And this is what Piers was doing the entire time. Clip after clip after clip after clip, just for 2 fucking hours straight, going, blah, 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 you said this. Exactly, CR, boomer journalist. That's exactly. And it's like, and the thing that Piers doesn't get, the one part he doesn't get is that the labels don't mean anything. And let's chat about that after this. So just watch this part here quickly where he does this. It's insane.
And asking you what you meant. Your position about that story is that it was a joke, okay? I want to come to something else you said. This is where you talk about Jews, women, and blacks. Let's just take a listen.
They're always coming up with, no, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women. No, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Okay. Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true.
So just to preface this is half an hour in. This is where they spent the first, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of Piers trying to go like he said some anecdotal thing, made a joke, made a thing about something, and he's talking in generalities, right? So he began with the thing that he's something about his father, and Piers tried to insinuate that he's racist, and he just came out at the time he just goes like 20 minutes earlier he goes yeah I am, I really don't give a shit anymore, like just totally cool with it. And now we're here. Now he's going like, okay, well, this is what you think. So and this is his response.
Everything I said in that clip is true,
including that blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yes.
Well, all of them?
No, for the most part.
What does the most part mean? What percentage of American blacks would you like to see in prison?
Whatever the percentages of the murderers. I think it's 1 in 20 black men will commit a murder in their lifetime. So maybe let's say that 5%.
Oh, so you're talking about black people who murder people?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But you didn't say that.
That's
you just said
problem.
Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. You didn't clarify that you were talking about black murderers.
Right. No, you're right. That's a good addition to that. That's a great point.
Do you think it's funny?
That is funny because again, Nick knows that he's taking it like he's using out of context. No one knows what the context was. Anybody that watched this shit knew the context of what he's talking about. He's talking about aggregate shit like that. And then he goes like, yeah, like that. Yeah, that's what I meant. Because he knows this is what journalists do, right? This is the shit that they did to Ronaldo. They're going like, oh, you said a thing. Oh, you racist now. Like that fucking, who's that Muppet that came up to him that what's that dude? The dude that accosted Ronaldo at the airport. You're going like, he's using hyperbole. Yet the difference is in America versus South Africa, right? There are hate speech laws here. In America, there's no such thing as hate speech, right? There's free speech. There is free speech, and there is what do you call it? What's it? You can't call violence on someone. That's Mighty Jamie. Thank you, Whistler. Yes, it was Mighty Jamie. Yeah, who accosted Ronaldo at the airport. Again, in America, he can say that he's completely within his right to do whatever he wants to. Yeah, and people have completely ostracized him from society. He doesn't have a bank account. He's been demonetized and removed from every single platform because he says things that people don't like. The argument they're trying to make is I would say that I do think some of his stuff comes off very kind of like in the context of Africa, like he would totally be like the South African Human Rights Commission would every week would take him to court, like every fucking week, right? In America, it's like it's not the same. But the thing is, the things that he points out is he's talking about those three things. The first one, well, if you look at like Hollywood and newspapers and stuff like that, you're like maybe, but we're not allowed to say those things, right? So he points out truths that you're not allowed to utter, right? Again, is that true? I think the concept of race is kind of stupid. I think it's dumb to delineate things down to race, because I think you can delineate further down into character. You know what I mean? That's how I delineate things. I think racial is just like, it's like going, okay, cool. Like for example, he goes, like he says there, the Jewish people run everything. It's like, well, they happen to be Jewish, but you can zoom in further. If you zoom out, you can go like, oh, it's white people. And you're going to zoom in, oh, they're Jewish. And you zoom in, go, oh, it's the 0.01%. It's the wealthy. And then you zoom in further, it's like, oh, they're also all Democrats. And you're going like, okay, so like, it depends where you want to plant your flag on. What categorize you? Go like, oh, they all have eyes. It's really. I think the race classification is a fucking stupid one, in my humble opinion. But again, what he says in some of his stuff is he's pointing out kind of truths, and here's one that people don't want to hear.
Oh.
I do. I think it's hilarious. I think it's totally true.
Do you think a black American would find it funny? You think that blacks should be imprisoned for the most part?
Blacks are my biggest fans. I get high fives all the time. They say, Nick Fuentes, I love your show. They agree with me. And you want to know why? Here's the difference. Black people are the most victimized by other black people. You think black people want to live in the hood and the ghetto and get shot all the time? That's what happens in the south side of Chicago. You should come here. I'll take you there. We could go to Garfield Park.
My son went to Chicago University for a year, actually, several years ago.
Yeah, that's a bubble. That's a bubble. You think you're in Chicago and Hyde Park? You don't know Chicago. Go a little bit west, see what it's like over there. And I'll tell you, black people agree with me because they're tired of it too. And maybe not most of them, but a lot of them agree with what I say about that because they know how it is. That's why the first thing they do when they make a little bit of money is they go and leave to another neighborhood.
Okay, so
Again, he's not wrong. This is the scary part. Like, again, yeah, the way he says it is yeah, it's not Kif, right? Again, I have to, weird how I have to preface this every single time, because I know there's media that'll clip me going, oh no, the Mork Rock show, they're like complete supporters of Nick Fuentes, and I'm like, I don't. But again, I don't think just bringing someone on and going, oh, look, you said thing racist, oh, you looked misogynist, oh, you did thing, you know, you're just hateful, blah 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 blah, all this kind of stuff. It's really pointless. That's why, again, like you said, Dana, the conversation he had with Crowder is like you're having a conversation with him. It's far
but also,
better.
I think the difference between Crowder and Piers is Crowder actually, every time he brings up a clip, he says, look, the full clip is in the link below. Go make your own opinion. Watch the entire thing. Where Piers takes a small little piece, takes out our context. This is what he perceives.
Doesn't tell people to go watch.
And then hammers them on about that. And that's it's shitty journalism. It's.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, I'm just saying your thingy is quite low res, but it's fine. It could be just like network settings. I know that we had the issue the other night where the stream just went down. So but yeah, sorry, I just wanted to mention that. We're gonna check. Anybody have? I just want to. Do you pop any comments pop up that you? Yep, they are evil, and their day to account will come. True, journalism will pay. Are you talking about journalists? I hope you're talking about journalists. I'm going to get against you more. Al Jamal is going to get an intifada against you more. Yeah, not allowed to say certain things. That's the weird thing here. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, I think more conversation. I think the best. I can't remember who said it, but the best disinfectant is sunlight, right? So like, instead of people shutting up and getting into corners and then, like, you know, this thing growing, like open up. Like, what are the things you believe in? Okay, well, that's kind of stupid. Oh wait, you kind of make sense there. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sean is pixelated. I know he's pixelated.
Oh, for fuck's sake! My God, I'll use the phone. My God,
we can do it next time. It's fine. It's fine. Notice how quickly Piers changes his topic as soon as he loses. No, 100%. He does every single time. That's the one thing he did the entire time through this conversation that they had. And I wouldn't call it a conversation. It was more of an interview, old school journalist interview where you're talking to. I mean, what are they called? What is they called? A groiper. And you've got, like, you know, like you've got Nick Fuentes. Am I saying it right? Groiper. I'm sort of in the middle. I'm a Gen X. I don't know what these terms mean, and at this stage, I don't even know if I should even ask anymore. And then, like, a boomer who's just doing old school gotcha journalism. And the thing that he doesn't seem to realize, is Piers doesn't realize, is the labels don't mean anything to him. They don't mean anything to society. And I can give you a good example of that, right? Go post anything. Go post something about Cyril Ramaphosa or the ANC. Point out the fact that you think that, like, you know, it's terrible, corrupt ANC government. I have people in my chat, in my DMs, not my DMs, like people will DM me. They'll not even just direct message. They literally comment on my post going, "I hope you fucking die. I hope you and your family die, and I hope we kill all of you, you racist white piece of shit." You know, stuff like that. I'm going, well, wait, all I said was, I think we can do with a better government, you know? And I'm going, like, how am I racist? So when you keep applying the racist word across, like, smear it like I don't know, you're the political elite in South Africa, and you've got, like, you know, a metric fuck ton of butter, and you can smear that butter as much as you want. Yeah, I think we shouldn't. I really think we shouldn't. It's insane. I wanted to play another clip. Where's this? Where he actually, like, a good part where he's discussing, and this is the point of his argument, where he goes, like, well, why? And if you don't know Nick Fuentes, you're going, like, well, why is he talking about? Is he making the argument? The argument is the 13-15 argument, right? Which is considered by polite society to be a racist. Oh, how dare you even mention that? It's like it's the whole concept of, you know, and again, this applies to America. 13% of the country is responsible for 50% of the crime, which is a terrible statistic, right? Unfortunately, that kind of is. This is the data and the statistics by, you know, like the FBI and the places like the CDC and shit like that. You're going like, oh, those are terrible stats. We're not allowed to mention that. And that's why you have someone like Nick Fuentes is labeled, this butter smeared as the worst thing to exist, because he points out these things. Right? So I'm going like, so is he racist, or is he just right? I mean, like, because he's telling the truth. It's uncomfortable truths.
I think the problem is that when Nick is talking about these things, we know what he's referring to. He doesn't have to clarify, because we understand what he means. I know that he doesn't mean all black people. He means the criminals. I am educated enough to understand that's what he. We know.
When he goes like, "Oh, all women should shut the fuck up." I mean, I get it, and again, I think I saw this interesting clip from I think it was I'll find it now, but I saw this interesting clip. What's the guy's name? Stefan Molyneux, where he basically points out that men and women are different. This is the thing we kind of like. We're a society of starting to understand certain things. Men and women are different, right? So you know, like, they are different. They think different. Men are kind of more logical. Women are emotionally driven, because this is from like centuries of looking after kids, caring. They have a more nurturing soul. They're more. They make emotions a bit more like they make emotional decisions, whereas men can disconnect from feelings far easier than women do. Men make more logical, and again, nothing, not one or the two is like worse or better. I'm just saying, but when it comes to, like, for example, the reason why that's bad when it comes to politics of making emotional decisions is because you can have a politician that can then use emotion to sway you to vote for them. Really simply, right? Okay, like, oh, like imagine you're the difference between a man and woman. They'd go like, oh, cool, well, we're really going to look after the, you know, the fucking whales. And you go like, I didn't give a fuck about the whales. And they show you a picture of whales dying, or like, or remember that whole thing with, this is years ago. Remember the whole vibe with the sea turtles, right? There was that campaigns about the sea turtles getting like plastic straws in their fucking nose, right? Do you remember that? It was like there was plastered every fucking magazine. It was like there was a sea turtle, it had a straw in, and to the point where they banned plastic straws. That's why when you go to some fucking shop now, they'll give you some paper straw in a plastic cup, and then you ask them, "Hi, do you have a plastic straw?" And they go, "Sorry, we don't support plastic." And then you go like, "What's the cup made of, dumbass?" And they go, "Oh, plastic." But that whole thing is like it's you know, it's based on emotional advertising. But again, how many dead sea turtles are there?
Where? Show me the shells. Show me the shells.
They don't exist. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, these are the difference. So when he talks about, for example, again, I got fucking way off my topic there. When he talks about going like, women should shut, he means like maybe in politics, right? Because it kind of drifts the emotion. Politicians can appeal to that. The same thing in South Africa, where politicians can appeal to people's emotion. Oh, you're poor. We'll give you free thing. That's what they do, right? So maybe we shouldn't be making political decisions on emotion, right? And it's easier to appeal to women on emotional topics than it is to men. I'm not saying that's the aggregate, right? Not all women. Don't go like, oh, well, I know. I bet you every single woman in this chat will not be appealed to with emotional decisions from politicians. Again, these are the exceptions to the rule. The mass majority is what we're talking about, but the aggregate, the per capita, you know what I mean? CR, turns out that glue was used toxic. Turns out that the glue that was used was toxic. What? I'm missing that. No, there is. It's completely, but again, like the idea of one single, just we're going to focus on straws is absolutely insane. So yeah, wait, I wanted to play another clip. Here we go. I think this was a really also a good one, where he basically has a discussion about the per capita, which Piers just doesn't seem to understand. It's a bit of this is quite a long one, sorry. But I mean, I think it's good that we look at the stuff and go like, guys, you know, like, you know, So I'm just checking the volume. Oh, come on. It's so small. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So have a look at this, guys.
Who do you think commits the vast majority of the mass shootings?
I'm sure it's white people.
Right. So how do you feel about that?
I think that white people do more antisocial violence. I think black people participate in more gang violence. I think that's the difference.
What's the difference to the victims?
There's no difference to the victim.
I mean, that's an insane argument to bring, right? Like, oh, what's the difference to the victims? Again, it's about proportionality. It's like, and this is the thing. It's like, this is the argument. So it's like going like that's like saying to Cyril, going, well, you know, what's like, oh, we want to, you know, we'll make gender-based violence, you know, like the forefront. We want to focus on gender-based violence, and going like, oh, what's the difference to the victims? There's more men being killed. It's an insane argument to make in this concept, right? It's really stupid.
But it's a different kind of crime, and it's a different proportion also. Do you know what percentage of white people are school shooters?
I know that the vast majority of mass shootings in schools in America this century were perpetrated by young white men. And I'm just
what proportion?
How many?
What proportion?
I'm curious.
What proportion?
I'm curious whether your advice would be to people who have kids in these schools.
Wait, is my mic working?
Should they?
What proportion?
Should they?
But see, this is just watch this, guys. Just watch how he just tries to insinuate that he's you're a racist, but he's pointing out a specific fact here. He's pointing out a specific truth, and Piers Morgan is going old school journalism. All this shit where we've watched him now for the last year or two, where he's being this awesome dude, where he's actually having debates with people. He's just defaulted back with his entire team of fact checkers to try and insinuate something because they don't understand something. And I think they understand it. They just don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to. They honestly don't want to. And I just want to say, before we carry on, just welcome to the Fuentes. So awesome to have all of you here. Ronaldo, absolute OG. Thank you, good sir. Really appreciate it. We're having a chat about the debate between Piers Morgan and Nick Fuentes. If you haven't watched it, get a bit of a snippet of what happened here. And by all means, thank you so much for joining. Ronaldo, thank you for sending everybody. Let's get back to the shit show.
Should they avoid white people at school? Should people with the kids at school avoid young white men at school?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what per capita means? Do you know proportionality? There are more black people proportionally that engage in violent crime or are involved in gangs, especially in these major cities, than there are white people that are school shooters compared to the entire white population. And everybody understands that.
Two-thirds of mass shootings at school perpetrated by white people.
But what proportion of white men commit school shootings? That's the question.
I've just told you. It's
like he's purposefully doesn't want to. Purposefully doesn't want to. This is how much narrative is important to journalists, to old school journalists, because he wants to set a narrative. He's trying to indict him. He wants you to believe that Nick Fuentes is the fucking devil. He wants you to think that, right? And he's not being a good faith debater, because he's literally not listening to what he's saying. He honestly isn't.
60-65% of school shootings by white people.
You're telling me what proportion of school shootings are committed by white people. I'm saying what proportion of white people have committed school shootings. Are you playing dumb, or are you just not that smart?
What difference does that make to the children lying dead on the ground?
Fuck my life.
See, now you want to jump on the victims. The difference is you're asking, would you fear white people or black people? And that's the difference. The difference is in terms
what I'm saying to you is, by your logic, if we now have agreed that the vast majority of mass shootings in schools are committed by white people and predominantly young white men, then presumably your advice would be to avoid young white men because they perpetrate these massacres. But it won't be because they're white, right?
So are you playing dumb, or are you actually dumb?
Maybe
it's
I'm
about
dumb.
proportionality.
Maybe I'm dumb.
You are because you're, well, I don't think you are dumb. I think you're smart actually, but you're deliberately avoiding per capita. And everybody knows that's the difference. What proportion of white men are school shooters? It's probably 0.00000 1%. What proportion of black men have committed violent crimes? It's probably like 5%. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it's very high. And I would add to that, even as it concerns schools, why do you think parents pay a super high property tax to live in a school district where there's white people? Because they know that if they go to the black school, it's going to be the Bloods and the Crips. It's going to be gangs. It's going to be, you talk about school shootings. Nobody talks about all the school shootings that are committed by gangbangers in and around the school and all the other violence that's associated with that. I mean, these schools in the south side of Chicago, it's just not livable.
I have an answer for you.
I mean, he's literally decimating, and he's just like, if I were Piers, I would go like, okay, wait, hold on a second. You actually are making a point here. I haven't thought about it like that, but he just doesn't. He is unwilling to bend and he's unwilling to meet him halfway, to have a good faith discussion with him.
It's not about good faith though. He wants to label him. It's about crucifying him. I got him.
Yeah.
I got him. And
that's not the point. Bad motherfucker. Terrible. Yeah. He's just a racist.
Don't lie, Piers. You stupid fucking.
Okay, wait, let's finish this. Because he actually, and again, like I said to you guys from the beginning, I don't watch a lot of his content, right? I don't. But again, these are the things. Like a lot of us, we know these statistics. Again, imagine applying some of these statistics to South Africa. It's not going to look good. It's always, I make that argument when I'm talking about imagine the South African government would never bring back the death penalty, because you know why? It would look terrible. It would look absolutely terrible, because again, the difference of there in America is easy to establish, right? Because black people are 13% of the population, the white people are something like 70%, right? And then you've got different other races making up the rest. In South Africa, it's 80 something. But again, go look at the prison population categorized by race. It doesn't look good, right? It doesn't look good. And these are the things that someone like Nick Fuentes is pointing out. He's going out, okay, well, look, this is disproportionate, right? This is it's not safe. If we had to go to our prisons right now and went and looked and go okay, cool, there's 7% of the people are white, going that's a proportional crime being committed across the board. Fortunately, it's not like that. It really isn't. It's going to be, it just fucking isn't, But yeah, watch the rest of this.
Nick, so the proportion of the population who carry out mass shootings is actually the same for black and white.
For white people, the proportion of
the proportion
again,
of the population.
Are you hearing it? No.
So I think the trouble with your statistics is a lot of them don't bear much scrutiny. We have a bunch of fact checkers checking all this in real time, because you do have a tendency.
He has an entire team, and they're trying to avoid the thing that he's saying. An entire fucking team of people deliberately trying to mislead you, the viewer. 100%.
To just come out with a lot of old baloney. And when you say,
okay,
well, it's true. And when you're confronted with reality, you don't like it.
What's the figure? What proportion of white people have committed school shootings? With white people as the denominator and white people that have committed school shootings as the numerator, what's that percentage?
For both black and whites, the proportion of the population who carry out mass shootings generally is about the same.
No. Tell me the number, and then
the only focus of your attention is the black shootings, the black crime. You don't want to live around black people. You want to avoid black people.
Really?
You don't want interracial marriages or relationships that may produce black people. And yet, when I point out to you that there are many parts of crime in America where actually there's a majority of white people that perpetrate them, you don't care. You don't have any interest in that. It doesn't exercise your mind. Maybe because you don't.
No one's buying this. This argument lost.
See, this is the truth. Everybody watching this went, wait, hold on. You're 100% trying to skew what he's saying. 100%. And the only person that looks like a dumbass here is Piers, right? Because he's trying to follow narrative. That's the difference here.
No one is buying this. Everybody understands per capita, and people can even see what you race ahead and say, well, we're comparing the proportion of white and black school shooters. I said, no, compare the proportion of school shooters that are white versus violent criminals that are black, because that was the basis of the monologue, is that you're very likely, if you encounter black people or a young black man in the city, that you're going to be the victim of a violent crime, of a robbery, a mugging, a car theft, a carjacking, or a murder. That's the difference, and it's about proportionality, and everybody sees past that because we all live in reality. You want to talk about product of your environment? People that live in New York, Chicago, LA, we live in reality. We live in this environment, and we see what it's like. And the threat, the danger in terms of probability is not, it's not even comparable. And I would say this to your point. If you're in a high school and truly, if you see a white person who looks like a little autistic, he's got the SSRI stare and he reaches for a backpack, people joke and say, run. Similarly, if you see a jalopy pulling up with a bunch of black people in it and they got their pants around the ankles, you're going to run also. And I'm saying the same thing. The difference is, the latter happens much more often. It's much more common. You know, in Chicago, there's like 10,000 carjackings and car thefts every day. It's in the thousands. It happens all the time. How many mass shootings committed by autistic SSRI white people? I don't even know. I mean, it's probably in the single digits in the last decade in this city. That's the difference, and everybody knows that. But you're really just trying to carry water for liberal ideology. It's an ideological position.
Yeah, it 100% is. He's literally pushing a liberal ideology, 100%. I just want to say big up to Adrian. Thank you so much for the super chat, good sir. And he says here that ego is the anesthesia of that deadens the pain of stupidity. Pride is the burden of a foolish person. Oh, powerful words, good sir. But I mean, this is 100% what he's like. This just illustrates the entire thing. He's trying to.
If you watch the entire clip, what's quite good is right after this, he suddenly switches to a different topic.
Yeah.
He's got no rebuttal. But on this particular thing, it's interesting now.
Yeah.
Let's take the white shooters. If you go look at their ideology, that would be interesting, because 90%, and I think CR also mentioned it.
Yeah. Let's see where are you still there?
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
I thought you wanted me.
No. Sorry, I was trying to find. Carry on while I try and quickly find the. Oh, here we go. So 90% of school shootings are from LGBT.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, let's leave that one out, right? Shh. CR, you can't say that. You're not allowed to say that. Let's keep quiet.
But that's the thing, and but also I just love the fact that he keeps avoiding.
He avoids to actually have a substantive conversation with him.
But it's not about a conversation. It's about I gotcha. You're a racist.
No, that's what it is. I want to show that you're racist, and hopefully, because I think it almost appears that Piers' the whole vibe of the only reason to bring him on was to show what a bad and evil person he was. To go, okay, here's the thing that you said. And it's like, and Nick, the entire time, Nick Fuentes just kind of jokes about it, because like you have to watch the entirety of someone's conversation, right? And this is the type of shit that they did with Trump in his first term, where and look what happened now. Like, this shit isn't working anymore, and that's what he pointed out. He went earlier when he goes like, yeah, no one's buying this cuck anymore. They really just aren't, because they're not. It's like, this is the type of shit that Trump said this. Show us where he said it. No. He said that. That's what he meant. Like, when he went like this, he was talking about he's making fun of retarded people. It's like, no, he wasn't. He was making fun of one retarded, like one person. And we're retarded. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, I just don't know. But there's another clip. So like, I just want to quickly go through the clips, because there's a few of them, because otherwise, so that was the one. So the per capita one, everybody gets that. I think it's a hectic one. And I was just also thinking about it. I'm like, the argument, and I hear a lot of the leftists, if you look at like what's that, Robin DiAngelo, people like that, the white fragility, the reason, and this is the argument that they make. They go, wow, the reason that people commit, like people, like hypothetically this, like why they commit the crime is because of structural racism. What? Yeah, and that's the defense they make. Oh well, you know, because white people long ago were like they were racist. Therefore, people today are like they can't help themselves and they have to commit crime just to survive. We're going like, you've seen the people run into Balenciaga, into Gucci and Louis Vuitton stealing handbags. I mean, who is it? Ocasio-Cortez also came out going, oh, these people are just shame. They're just hungry. They just like they just can't help themselves. I mean, look at the people that do the hijackings in South Africa. Shame. They just poor starving souls. Let's not do anything. Let's give them 4 meals a day, you know, naughty channels on a Sunday, all the TV they can watch, and put them in prison where they get 4 square meals, just like happy people, right? Let's not do anything. It's fucking stupid. So that was the one. It's quite a long debate. They also got into the whole. They got into the whole. I don't even know if I probably can't even say it on here. So, like, you remember the 1940s when the bad guy with the SWAT sticker vibe, the Führer person, yeah, the guy with the mustache guy. Let's just call him mustache guy because who knows. Our good friend Recon One's channel got fucking like a live stream got ended the other night just because he showed an intro video of him holding a gun. Insane, right? So you have to be careful. But so they were talking about this, and obviously, like, the thing is with the same with us. We have a show, we do a comedy show, and we bring politics into it. So we make a fuckload of jokes, right? We talk about all a bunch of stuff. I'm a big supporter of free speech. It's also weird. It's weird how if I had to do exactly what I did and went on a stage, maybe like I found a sock puppet, said sock puppet in my hand, and I said the K word and the N word, no one would give a fuck, right? No one would care. I'm like, oh my God, I'd get fucking applause. Or if I took a camera and got funding from Hollywood and made a joke about the Holocaust, right? If I did that and called the movie, maybe I called it Jojo Rabbit, right? And I made fun of the Nazis and stuff like that. And made light of
yeah. There's nothing. I
would get a fucking Academy Award for that.
Exactly.
But if I make jokes about these things on my show here, or like maybe like Nick does, I would get into trouble. Again, I'm not defending it. I think again, I need to preface it. A lot of the things he said, I think that's maybe too far. Again, being somebody.
But we'll get into that later on with the. We'll explain that.
But So I just wanted to play this whole vibe of like, because there was somewhere where he kind of makes light of that, and I just wanted to play a little clip of where he talks about his rationale with why and etc. So I don't want to play every single clip, but it's just would be good to have a look into it. Here we go. Okay, hold on here. So obviously this is another part where now Piers is now completely just he's shouting at him for being uncompassionate about stuff. And just what I want to point out is his rationale regarding why he does it. So again, this is a bit rough. And again,
is this before he plays the clip of the dude giving a speech to Nick? No,
I think this is before or after. I can't remember. But yeah, but yes, just watch.
It's your lack of humanity and compassion for people about things like the Holocaust, about slavery. It's that people find so contemptible. And I don't understand why you need to do that. I just ask you, is your motivation financial? Is your motivation for fun? What is the motivation to saying these outlandish things, which you don't need to say, and which I suspect, I don't know, but I suspect a lot of it is performative. So what is the motivation?
I'm an iconoclast. The Holocaust is not my religion, and it is treated like a religion. It is treated like a religion with dogma, with blasphemy laws, and that secular religion says, and you say that's a crock of shit. It's intentional. It's called The Open Society by Karl Popper. It's by these architects of the liberal order after World War II. They got together and they said, how can we make sure that Hitler never happens? How can we make sure that totalitarianism never happens again? And they came up with the consensus, which is that we need to take down nations, religions, fathers, the authoritarian personality. We need to be empathetic and altruistic. We need to be diverse and pluralistic. And that experiment is, and I'll tell you the truth, right now, and you can laugh at this, you can scoff at this, our people are being genocided in our country.
50% of the live births in the United Kingdom and in the United States are non-white. In 100 years, my ancestors, your kids who are so empathetic and compassionate, they're going to be a minority. They're going to be a minority in maybe a Muslim country, an Indian country, an Hispanic country. And these Jewish people that are 100 years old talking about my grandparents and the Holocaust, they don't care about that. Actually, they like to see it. At the SPLC, they're literally counting down the days until whites are a minority in America. So forgive me if I don't believe them when they talk about compassion. There's a genocide going on right now. It's not against the Jews.
How many Christians are there?
Gaza, it's against
How many
whites.
Christians are there in the world? Like me,
1 point some billion,
yeah,
2 billion.
How many Jews are there?
15 million.
Okay. So with a straight face, you're going to tell me the world is being overrun by the Jewry, by 15 million people, when there are over 1 billion Christians. There is a genocide of Christians like poor old Nick Fuentes going on at the hands of these 15 million Jews. Really?
See, this attitude is why you're losing. When you say,
who am I losing to?
White people,
who am I losing to?
White people.
Who am I losing to?
You're seeing it, mass migration. You're losing to me. We are losing as a civilization of mass migration. And here's the difference. In Israel, they have my politics. In Israel, they want to maintain a Jewish majority. If they had it their way, it would only be Jewish people. They're fighting like hell so that Jewish people can have as much territory.
I think I can leave it there. But again, this is the thing that like kind of got me, where it's like every other, you got, like, for example, like the part in the beginning where they were talking and he goes like, oh, well, having these beliefs is completely racist. But think about any other society having those points of view, right? Imagine, like for example, we've had years and years of like, oh, well, you know, like white people are the wrong, you have to end whiteness, shit like that. And we're going like, that's commonplace. This guy, Nick, can't even go, like, he can't point out things that are actual fact and he gets called a racist. He gets pulled onto a show and the entire thing is just trying to break him down as being the most evil racist there. When we're common society, it's completely, utterly normal to point out there are people publish books. Imagine publishing a book in this day and age going like, well, you know, like we have to end blackness. Nick Fuentes is lost. He can't even open a bank account, right? Compare that to other people who like completely go like, it's totally fine. The white people are just nonstop. They're racist, they're slave, they're colonizers, they're the worst thing ever. You need to end it all the time. What do you think happens? Before we answer that, a message from my sponsors. No, I'm kidding. So that whole vibe of like so then after this, I think he got that Piers Morgan played this clip about this old dude and he got like, how dare you say, because he played the clip where he goes like, oh, you think Hitler's a cool guy. And I just wanted to play the short part of it. I think it's just it's 3 minutes, but it's important because I'm trying to justify. I'm trying to give context to when somebody's not given any context to, you know, blackness should be ended. I think communism first though, but so this was another clip I saw of him. It's I'm just going to play a little bit of it. And this is him responding to the allegation of why because at one stage he goes, no. Piers goes, because he plays a clip, and go, I think Hitler's a cool guy, something like that. And then, do you really think that? You really think this Hitler is awesome and he's cool? And then, you know, Nick Fuentes goes, yeah, he is. And then you've got this other dude who plays like, oh, my parents died and shit like that. He carries on going like the travesties. He points out the travesties of what happened, right? So I just wanted to, this is what he basically he made it, I think it was after the show, he did a video where he kind of like responds to his, I think it was on Rumble or something. So I just wanted to play that to you. Just a part of this. So this is his explanation of that.
And here's why. Why is Hitler cool? I'll tell you why very simply. Because what Hitler represents is if white people didn't give a fuck. That's what it represents. When you see Hitler, when you see the edits, when you see the vision, and what is the vision?
Again, I just want to point out, I don't think authoritarianism is cool. This is me. I'm like my position is sort of anarchy, and I became sort of a libertarian, right? I'm in that sort of anarchy / libertarian space. So again, just because I'm playing it doesn't mean I agree with him. I I don't think the uniforms and like that whole fucking vibe is cool. So just want to point out, and big up, really want to say thank you so much to Debbie for the gifted. You're amazing. Thank you, Debbie. Good to see you in the chat as always. But yeah, like let's watch the rest of this.
Vision is grand architecture, beautiful fashion, an unstoppable military. You see white people without limits, without restraint. You see white people without the self-imposed guilt, the shame. When people see a Hitler edit and say, that's cool, they don't think about the Holocaust. There's nothing cool about killing people. I'll just go on the record and say that. There's nothing cool about killing people. There's nothing cool about exterminationist ideology. There's nothing cool about anything like that. That's not why people are tickled by it. That's not why people are electrified by it. That's not part of the appeal. The appeal is not the weird pagan stuff that took place. The appeal is not the cruelty. The appeal is not the bigotry or the racial hatred. That's not the appeal. The appeal is that we have been living, and by we, I mean Americans, Westerners, white people, Christians, we are living in a time where all we know is self-imposed shame and guilt and self-hatred. Hating ourselves, hating our ancestors, having to apologize, rejecting the self, elevating and supporting the other, the racial and ethnic minority, the immigrant, the refugee, the someone of a different religion, the oppressed, the marginalized, the dysfunctional, whatever. And we have to feel sorry. We have to feel bad. We have to listen to HR representatives. We have to do environmental studies. We have to do studies about indigenous peoples. We have to do land acknowledgments. This is the society we've grown up in. We watch movies where we're the villains, TV shows where we're the villains, always. You watch Chicago PD, great show. Chicago PD, it's a show, it's a drama about police in Chicago. What do police in Chicago have to deal with every day? What in real life? Take a wild guess. What do Chicago police in real life have to deal with? They have to deal with black gangbangers.
So I think that encompasses the entire thing is kind of what I wanted to point out, and it's kind of true. It really is. It's like if you think about it, I don't think I've shared Hitler memes and stuff like that. Not Hitler specifically, like like the Erika song. Like there's this video of like somebody like taking Doom and spraying it on ants, and then they're playing that. And it's like funny. I think what it started off as a meme, and I think it's to the point now. We have people like Nick Fuentes that just goes like, listen, I don't care. I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care about the labeling. I wasn't responsible for slavery. I wasn't responsible for apartheid. I wasn't responsible for systemic racism. I wasn't responsible. I had no fucking hand in any of this shit. Just because of the color of my skin. I didn't do anything to you. But you get labeled as that. You get fucking going like, oh well, this is how people talk at you, going, oh, and it's like, and again, like I say to you, to make the race generalization is absolutely insane to me. It's you could do a whole bit, it's an easy categorizer, if I can put it like that. And this is the thing. This is what you get. It pushes the pendulum. But I think I've got one more video I'd like to go through before I give my thoughts on it. I mean, anything you still want to say there, Darshan?
No, let's play that and then I'll finish.
So I've got this
opinion.
Yeah, orange sherbet. What did I do? Okay, here we go. So this is So this is just I think Stephen. So I've got a clip from Stephen Crowder. It's fuck this. They're all long, 4 minutes, but we probably don't have to play the whole thing. But this is a great arg. I think he just. I'm not the best articulation person in the world. I don't articulate things and thoughts that I've got dyslexia and I've got ADD. So thanks for watching. Even though I have those disabilities, I'm really hoping to get one of those. I want to get one of those like signs that you can put in front of the car, and you're like, you're a disabled person, so I can stop at the front of the shop. Exactly right. I should be getting one, right? I feel I'm discriminated for not having one of those fucking signs.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake!
Like, there's a good example.
Okay, so I think this is a good clip, and So yeah, have a look at this and we can discuss.
People watching this inherently know that black people in the United States, as a demographic, are much more violent. People know that. But if you start off with, and why should you say that? Isn't it down to the individual? People go, like, this is useless. This is useless. And then they go, you know what? I used to say you shouldn't say the N-word, but now if that's what breaks through, fine. Fine. I mean, what do you think, what I was talking about too is, what do you think happens if you're a young white man and, you know, you have one white guy who gets expelled because he goes into a black-only space, like at Mizzou or whatever it is. Or you get two people, okay, this person has now got an F because they didn't do the check your privilege test or white guilt test or whatever it was that they were issuing at that point in time. Okay, there's one or there's two. But then when you have hundreds of thousands or millions and people know that it's a lie, and they're saying, look, I'm not saying all black people, and I'm not a racist, but there is a point in time where the person who is saying, I am not a racist, but if you keep silencing them and saying, no, I don't want to hear your views at all. I don't want to hear your views at all because you won't check your white privilege. I don't want to hear your views at all because you don't believe in reparations. I don't want to hear your views at all because you don't believe in DEI. I don't want to hear your views at all because you're citing crime statistics. The person saying, I'm not racist, but will transform to, I'm a fucking racist. How about that? That will happen. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. And so what I want is to listen to the person first saying, I'm not racist, but I went to an all-black school and I got my ass kicked. And I had black friends, but I also saw what happened with them getting involved with crime. I'm not racist, but we do need to talk about the problem of catch and release and this man who killed Irina Zarutska being out 14 times. I'm not racist, but Daniel Penny on that subway who was assisted by other minorities to use the word, because on that subway they probably weren't a minority. I'm not racist, but I think labeling that guy a racist is actually a problem because we need more good Samaritans. I'm not racist, but I think there's an incentive for Jussie Smollett to fake a race crime because that's a currency in the entertainment industry. I'm not racist, but I think it's disgusting that Bubba Wallace said there was a noose and people ran with it and we knew it wasn't true. It was likely as true as the race crime hoax of poop swastika. By the way, Nazis don't tend to draw their symbol in poop. I'm not racist, but we need to have an honest conversation about what makes us different, the different problems that these communities are facing, why we don't want it in ours, and see how we can fix it. Because the only solution, I'm not racist, but the only solution if we stay on this trail is what, the balkanization of the United States? I'm not racist, but, and all along when that person is saying it, by the way, most of America, certainly all of black and other minority America, they will say these things and they'll get off scot-free. There is a point in time where I'm not racist, but will transform. Not can it will transform to, I'm a fucking racist. If you refuse to listen and you silence them. So I'm not saying I want to get to, I'm a fucking racist. What I'm saying is I want to listen to people and not get to that phase. I'm not racist, but, again, I'm using this right here to make a point. I'm not saying that exact phrase. I'm not racist, but this is a problem that I've noticed, and I feel like we're not allowed to talk about it. You know how you prevent that from becoming, I'm a fucking racist? Is you go, you know what? Let me hear you. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't want to because they see it as platforming. It's not what we do here. Yeah. I'll platform Jillian Michaels, angry lesbian who adopted or had a surrogate baby. There are few things that are more of an affront to God than that. People watching.
I mean, that kind of sums it up. And I mean, your thoughts, Darth Sean?
Something I think I told you today is we were talking about the pendulum.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the pendulum. It's been on the one side now for a long time, and I'm going to bring it back to South Africa. Like,
yeah, good.
If you look at every time Cyril does a speech about fucking anything, apartheid, white.
That's blaming current white people who are alive today who weren't around 100 years ago in the 1960s when they adopted the shit. We weren't 100%. Fucking there. Just want to tell you that. Yeah, carry on.
And it's been at this point, and like if you, I'm for balance. Like good and
So-
evil. Like there's got to be a balance between the two. It can't go from the one extreme to the other extreme. But if you keep pushing apartheid and keep blaming me for shit that I wasn't involved with, or any sort of, you keep doing this, eventually the pendulum is going to swing all the way to the other side, and you're going to get more Nick, what's his name, and
Fuentes,
Nick
yeah.
Fuentes. Yeah, you're going to get more of that over and over and over, and it's going to go to the extreme, which it's not necessarily where I want it to go. I want to be a balance,
I don't want it to go there. I don't. I honestly, like you said, I want there to be a balance of like. Again, do I think apartheid is wrong? 100%. I think it was fucking evil. Again, but none of these things happen in a vacuum. We have, and this is the thing we're not honest about. This is like, we can't have honest conversations because apartheid didn't happen in a vacuum. It was a power move for the Afrikaner community, like the Afrikaner people at the time, to try and like hold on to power. This is what they like. You know, that's what they did. And again, what was their rationale for doing so? Well, what happened before that? That was the Slag van Broekrivier. They were like, these people are our enemies. They try to kill us. Like, we shouldn't be friends. Let's keep them at bay. Like, and now then cool. And it just, the pendulum keeps fucking swinging. Now it's like apartheid. The pendulum swings on one side. You know, these racist motherfuckers are in charge, and they're controlling stuff, and they're segregating people. Now the pendulum swings the other way. Now we're going like, oh, well, we're going to go back to apartheid, but we're not going to call it that because now it's justified. It's righteous to do that. Exactly. That's insane. Yeah. It needs to be a balance. You can't have both things. I mean, that's the thing. I saw that there was this article. I think I saw an article with Leon Schreiber, the guy that's the head of the department, DA guy, head of the Department of you guys know who I'm talking about. But there was a new thing where they wanted, like, there's some company trying to push the idea of like employees have to like label their employees by race. And we're going like, but this is something we removed in 1990 because this is concept of racism. But we want to go back there, and it's going like, so we can't have honest conversation about it. We can't go listen. What's currently happening is race laws. And it's going like, no, but it's not racism, it's redress. And we're going, just because you change the fucking name of it doesn't stop it from being racist, right?
Friend, it's all going to be the same thing. But that's the thing. Like it keeps swinging, and eventually, I'm at that point where I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I don't, call me what you want. I don't care.
Yeah. The labels stop meaning anything. Yeah. And this is what's pointed out by Nick Fuentes. It's like every single time in that entire debate where like Piers Morgan's trying to label him, he just doesn't care. And I don't want it to get to that. I don't think we should be that extreme. I don't 100%. Think we should be extreme on the other side. I think there should be a balance. And like, unfortunately, like, and to answer the question, how do you fix historical inequality? You fucking can't. You honestly can't fix that. It's simple, and I think I explained this once before. I'm trying to find a great analogy for it. But if you really think about the rationale, the logic of it, it would be the same as there are a bunch of, like, me and you live next to each other, bunch of robbers come, bad people rock up, and they rob from you. A month later, you're going, well, I don't have any stuff, therefore we should rob from you, from me now, just so that we can address the imbalance. We're going like, how are people alive today, white people alive today, responsible for apartheid? Like, how? But you keep fucking doing that. You keep, like, every time I'm on X and I moan about anything, I moan that there isn't electricity. I've got some tard in my comments going, oh, this is what you fucking you dirty bastards get for, you know, this is what you get for segregating our people. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't do anything. I didn't, like, and that's the thing. You keep pushing it. The pendulum's going to swing. You have people, like we say now, we have people that just don't care anymore. They don't. The labels don't work. If you're calling me a racist and I haven't said a single racist thing, and you keep doing it every day, you know what I'm going, that doesn't mean anything when I start saying racist stuff. And again, just think about the idea that there are words you can't use against certain people. There's specific words that there's a protected class of people where certain words you're not allowed to say because that's just terrible. Like, there's not a single thing you can say to me that's going to give me fucking
I brought this up before, like ages ago. Like, if you look at like a magician on stage and he's got the assistant, the purpose of the assistant is to distract of the trick that's happening. And I find with
whoa, last Sean just did a nip and tuck. Or was that me? What happened there? Did I disconnect? Okay, I'm back. Hello? Joshua? There we go.
I don't know what
We're all
happened.
good. We're all good. We had a little
Yeah,
dip
yeah.
in the communications there. I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
YouTube probably. We saw that we were talking about Nick Fuentes and try to cancel us.
So, yeah, what I was like, for example,
Sorry, what
I
you
find
saying?
with
The magician.
I find with the politicians when they come and they talk about apartheid, we're trying to fix because of the shit that's happened. Apartheid. I find that is the magician's assistant. It's a distraction from what's actually happening, which is where they want to kind of, it's the corruption aspect that's happening. And
yeah,
I think if South Africans focused on the corruption and the actual problems, we would actually get somewhere. But they keep bringing that up over and over again.
Okay, this comes back to the argument of like I think we had the conversation the other night with Byron from Morning Shot and Ronaldo, where he brought up the idea of like democracy is not a great system. It really isn't, because again, it focuses on the concept of popularity, and that's a terrible system, because all I have to do is appeal to the lowest common denominator. What is the thing you want? Free house. We give you free house. That's how the ANC, that was literally what they campaigned on in 1993. They were like, we're going to give every single person a free house. There are people alive today, I promise you. You can see there's interviews. You can there's interviews from 2-3 years ago where they go, oh, no, like the ANC promised me a house. I'll vote for them forever. And we're going, wow, like we don't
have power. I know it's because of the infrastructure that was put up by apartheid. There's corruption. No, it's the infrastructure because of apartheid. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like, how is this fucking apartheid? It's like, and this is the thing, and this is what he's going like. You know what? And one thing I wanted to point out, I didn't mention it. Sorry, just like kind of maybe off topic, is this concept of when Piers, that whole section where Nick Fuentes is joking about the whole thing of Hitler being cool. And I'm going like, and Piers has to bring someone on to explain to him that he has gone through, this terrible thing. His parents died. I'm going like, okay, that's cool. But hold on 1 second there. There are people. There are literal people. There are literal organizations, the ANC in this country, that celebrate fucking communism. You know how many people died in communism versus fucking the Nazis? Do you even know? Yeah. It's fucking chalk and cheese. 160 million people under communism versus what? 12, I think the number something like 25 million in total. That is nowhere close. Yet you have some young kid on the internet going, oh yeah, they're going, oh, this guy's the evilest thing. You have people writing papers, every fucking liberal professor, student, every fucking person in college going like, oh, well, communism is just, this hasn't been done right. We have the fucking Communist Party in this country. There's an entire, imagine bringing a Nazi party to bear in this country and people being fine with it. Going, but no, it's because it's the one way that and that's what I'm talking about. You're going, but how is the pendulum on one side? I'm going, that's the pendulum. The pendulum is on that side where we're completely fucking fine to go, oh no, fucking communism. Let's try that shit again. Are you fucking high?
We'll try it again.
That's where we are.
But dude, that is the end. That's the entire ANC playbook. Okay, well, it didn't work this time. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. And they keep doing it. The biggest problem that I find with the South African politicians are the fucking politicians.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I say burn it down and start over.
Yeah. Nazi. But that's the insanity of this. You're going like, and that's like,
what we should fucking focus on? It's fucking income tax. That shit.
Yeah, there we go.
let's sort that shit out.
But again, that's the issue. I mean, there was actually this. Speaking of that, there was this interesting video I watched when it comes to like government. Maybe we should leave it for a little bit later. We can end off with that. I think it was a great video. I think I showed it to you earlier today. But wait, hold on, listen. We've been rambling on, fucking monologuing here like a bunch of
just wait. One thing.
douchebags.
I do want to say, guys, go watch the interview with Piers Morgan and Nick
in its totality. Yeah, do it. Watch the whole thing.
And then also watch
even if you
the
don't
one
like him.
with Crowder. I definitely suggest the one with Nick and Crowder. It's such a better one where like Crowder addresses a few things, but but it's like a proper conversation. He allows Nick to explain himself, and he drops the entire link for the entire video because he says, "I don't want anyone to form an opinion about this." Make your own assumptions.
Go watch the thing in entirety. Don't take the clip, and that's the problem I do see with a lot of the stuff. It's like we're like, they're creating, when we saw that, remember I think we played the video a few weeks ago where like even the fucking movie houses are creating clips based on a short attention span, 30 seconds. That's the thing. If people are constantly on their phone, so they watch a clip, they read a headline and go like, oh, well, that's the truth. And it's like, no, it's not. Go watch the thing. Long format is not dead. You know why I know long format isn't dead? Fucking Mauler brings out a 17-hour review.
Yeah, did you see how many views he got on that? That is the most impressive part.
Well, before I'll show you guys now. I just want to point this out. Like Matthew's making a joke here. It's like having a Sharia law party linked to Hamas. Oh wait, we have one of those. That is the pendulum. You understand? So then when that pendulum is so far, it's so fucking far on one side, right? The only thing, it's cause and effect. And Nick Fuentes is not the worst of them. He is by no means. There are people out there that are like, oh, what? Far worse. And you know what's happening when you do shit like that, when you go fucking communism's a shit, oh fuck, 60 million lives lost, when you go down that road, when you push that pendulum to the extreme, there's only thing that happens is equal and opposite reaction every fucking time. That's all that's going to happen. And I'm going like, I'm here and I've been warning people. This is the reason I started the show, was to go, hold on, is to let's think about it. Let's stop. Let's try and bring a balance. I'm all about the balance. That's the only thing. Like I am literally, I'm a Jedi just for the balance. I'm here to bring balance to the fucking world. We need balance. We can't silence people's views. Everybody's views isn't awesome, but you can't fucking silence them. I mean, anyway, I do want to read some comments. Then I quickly want to show people just like, the long form content. There's so many comments we missed. I really am so sorry, guys. Darth Sean, is there any comments that yes, again, Dominus nobody, white is arbitrary, is imposed control. But again, that's lucky what I said earlier. I think the entire concept of race is fucking stupid. Matt, he has freedom of speech, so do I. Yes, you do. Ugu bang bang. Yes, you do. You do have freedom of speech. What did I miss anything? Never take him. 144. Never take him seriously. He loves pushing buttons. Yes, of course he does. Funny how that. Oh, Matthew. Well, looks like we're. Who's the N-word in the chat? Oh, maybe it just appears like that. I mean, we don't know until. But yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, listen. Until somebody says anything, mods, you have the right of way to do as you please.
I think they're just taking the piss. Relax.
No, maybe not. You never know. You never know. But again, listen. Let's keep it cool in the chat. Remember, we only got monetization a couple of months ago.
Yeah, you guys do what you want.
You know what I mean?
You guys do what you want. Freedom of speech, bro. You do what you want.
Listen, that's what we have mods here.
Little evil.
Exactly. There we go. A little bit evil, but there is balance, right? So, like, again, like the only reason we have to enforce these arbitrary, like, I would like you to say, if I can disagree with you, if you want to say something mean and evil, if you wanted to use the N-word, I want you to have that freedom. Yet,
you say that now, and then you'll get a phone.
No.
Dude, why the hell did you do that?
No. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like, unfortunately, due to the powers that be, the platform that I use, I can't allow that. You know what I mean? I think people should have the freedom to say anything because there is no certain words that get banned for me. There none of those. None of them exist. People from any other race can say anything about me. There's no special words. I don't have any special fucking privilege. So I don't think anybody else should. Ask Grayton to sign Mork. For your what? Ask Grayton for your sign, Mork. It's Gayton.
Your little disabled sign that you wanted.
Yeah. I should ask him for it. Okay, wait. What did we miss? Any other comments that we missed? It's It is pattern. Yeah, a lot of it is pattern recognition, and pattern recognition comes off as, oh no, you're racist. And going on. But that's the thing. It's like if you ever watch the Whatever podcast, they make this. Like I think a lot of times Andrew's on there. He makes this really basic question. It's like, would you cross the road if there are certain people walking towards you? And the answer is a lot of times yes. And it's not based on their race. It's based on multiples of factors, right? In America, I would cross the street depending on some of those things, because I would go like, in South Africa, I would go like, if there was a bunch of, if 4 black guys came walking up to me, the fact that they're black wouldn't cause me to cross the road. The fact of what they're wearing, how they look, how they dress, yada, 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 that type of thing. And again, this is, I don't want to give hijackers more ammunition and ideas, but if there was a bunch of black guys walking to me wearing fucking suits or dressed well or something like that, I'm not crossing the road, right? But if there are a bunch of dudes that look like Tootsies coming, the same thing if there's some fucking white crackhead walking up to me, I'm crossing the road. It's got nothing to do with race. It's made me making an evaluation on how I assess that. We need to have pattern recognition in order to survive. It's evolutionary biology, for fuck's sake. Darth has had a deep thought articulate on that. What? I can't even read that. I'm retarded. Sorry. It's 100%. Willow, I completely agree with you. It's only by talking that we can understand one another, find a middle ground, and where we can tolerate one another. 100% true. Yeah, I think there's the problem that we have a society where we're pushing against all that. Wait, Darth is a crack. Not Darth. Fuck's sake. I'm not racist, but I don't drink milk because the shit is racist.
Someone got banned for 24 hours. You got banned for 24 hours.
Who got banned for 24 hours?
He's on a 24-hour ban.
Who? Oh, Uber. Oh, did he? Was he? But listen, mods, if you guys, unfortunately, I'm sorry, dude. Like the mods, I give the freedom to mods to make that assessment. I don't ban anybody. Whoever did that, that's on you. But listen, if you said something that's maybe a little bit edgy, unfortunately, they have to do that because they're doing it not because they don't like your opinion, because we are subject to YouTube's fucking policies. And in South Africa, I don't know if you're from South Africa, but in South Africa, there are literal hate speech laws, right? So if you say something cuck in there, it comes onto me, and like fucking next thing you know, I'm getting a letter from like our good friend, Ronaldo Gooswork. I'm getting a letter from the South African Human Rights Commission because somebody said something edgy in my fucking chat. So if you got a 24-hour, I'm sorry, I apologize, but them's the rules I have to unfortunately abide by. And the mods, they make their own decisions and assessments. There's the power that has been gifted to them. With great power comes great responsibility.
But I'm still curious about what he said. Like, what did he say that was?
I don't know. I like a lot of times I don't think. I think one of them. No wrong, speak alone. Fuck off. Honestly, come on, RJ. We're allowed to say things here. We just the only thing you have to do is you have to sometimes try and use other words in order to do that. If only we had a cultural legend that we can. What? Read this for me, please, Dashron. Matthews. Oh, where is it now? Here we go. Read that. I'm being retarded.
If only we had a cultural legend that we can have talk to university students regarding their opinions. Oh wait, we had.
They shot him, and that's the problem. That's the pendulum swinging. That is the fucking pendulum swinging. So yeah, you know. Anyway, so I think it's good. You should go watch stuff, even when people tell you this is the most terrible thing. Because I watch it. I mean, I've never actually watched Nick Fuentes' content. After watching that, I'm going like, well, Piers, you did a really bad job. Because I'm like, maybe I'll go watch more of it. Again, I think he's gone a little bit too far. I don't think you should do that. I think maybe in the context of humor, it's fine. But yeah, I think we need to be careful with these things. Do you know what I mean? UGU admitted he is a Nazi. Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. But again, I don't think we should ban people because he is one. Like, for example, we wouldn't ban someone if they're a communist. You know what I mean? So, but again, like, I think, yeah, it is just, again, we're rather being safe than sorry because, see, and this is the issue, because communism was completely allowed. calling yourself the N word, you're not allowed to be that in our society. And again, I don't like either of the two. But yeah, so well, again, mods, you are allowed to do what you're allowed to do, and I think it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah, it's out of our control.
Is what it is, man. Sorry, them's the rules we live by. I kind of did want to chat about the witness D thing. I think I saw a lot of stuff on that. I mean, I maybe just spend 2 seconds on that. I don't want to go too deep into it because there's a lot of people in South Africa talking about the witness D thing. I mean, you can go to the Morning Shot. I think Kevin posted a shitload of the content in our Discord. Go to our Discord. Go check under news. What's it called? News feed. There is a lot of stuff regarding that. I just kind of want to go through it and just point out just one thing, not one or two things, but just I think it's terrible that this happened. There's 2 parts to this that I wanted to share. The first is just quickly just to go through. So this is the Daily Fat Prick. Madlanga Commission witness D's murder. So if you won't know, some guy called Witness D, Marius van der Merwe, testified before the Madlanga Commission. I think it was about a month ago. He did it in secret, so you didn't see his face. And it was about a week and a half ago, he got gunned down in front of his house, right? And this is nothing more than just pointing out the insane corruption of the ANC, of politics in this country. Because again, you can go the GNU is power now, but the ANC, President Cyril Ramaphosa, he still gets to decide who is minister of what. He appointed Becky Cele as the Minister of Police. There is nothing but rot and corruption under all of that shit. And now that we even have the commission, I don't think anything is going to happen. I really wish there would. Unfortunately, I don't think there will be. I don't think anything's going to happen because there's the simple thing. We were chatting to Byron the other night, and he posed the question of how long does it take to construct a harbor or airplane, an airport? These things take 10, 15 years, right? The problem is who's going to prosecute any of these people that are corrupt? It'll have to be the NPA. The NPA, the National Prosecuting Authority, the head of the NPA gets changed every 5 years. Do you think it's going to, I mean, how long did it take for Julius Malema's firing a gun? This is now in the news. Recently, he did a press conference yesterday. How long did that take? 7 years, right? I'm amazed at that thing. But again, that wasn't the National Prosecuting Authority because that was they were taken to court by other people. But the National Prosecuting Authority, they're never going to get into it because it's going to take maybe 2-3 terms for that shit to get done. And this is why, so great. All I see the Madlanga Commission is just it's just political theater, in my opinion. And I'm grateful that it's there because it's making more people aware. I just wish people would look at it and go, stop voting for corrupt criminals. They are corrupt. If you're the head of the country and you appoint a corrupt bastard as the police commissioner, and then that corrupt bastard hires just a shit ton of and then there's just corruption up the arsehole all over the place, the other problem. And this is the issue I have with democracy. It's it's based on the concept of popularity. And you know what? People are just too dumb to, I don't know, either they're too dumb, too misinformed. It's insane. Yes, yeah, allegedly, 100% correct. Saint Straggler said, the best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. Yes. See, and that's even if you can have a 5-minute conversation. I can't even have 128. How long is how many characters can you do in X on Twitter? I can't even have that long a conversation with people because they are absolute. The people that come out and go they vote for the ANC, that sometimes I have interactions with on X is, it's basically it's idiocracy. It's non-stop idiocracy. It's insane how tarded some of those people are. Again, not all. Mork said that all the ANC people are retarded. I'm no, I didn't. The ones I have interactions with. You cannot fix stupid. 30%. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just terrible what happened to this kid. It's seriously, again, not a kid, like a 41-year-old guy was reportedly. He was not, and this is what I heard. I heard on the radio, like the one lady, that head of the protection or the NPA came out going, "Oh no, listen, we did offer him, witness protection." About that, I'll get to that in a second. But I mean, it's like this guy got shot outside his house. What is that other than that? Other than just going, "Don't be a whistleblower." If the entire police is corrupt, why would the witness protection people not be corrupt? Like, I don't know. It's insane. It's fucking insane. But yeah, this guy tried to do the right thing, try to come out and go like, listen, this everything is just, it's fucking wrong. And yeah, it's good that we see the stuff that we can go, but I wish people would remember, because it almost feels like people in South Africa are goldfish. By tomorrow, they've forgotten about this. Did you forget about the what's that little girl that got kidnapped? She got stolen from the woman. Something. I can't even remember what her name was. Right? Got kidnapped. Her mother sold her to some fucking witch doctor. How have they not tracked the kid down? Like, they just the only thing I heard was just the trial that was going. What about the fucking kid? And at that point, I'm going like, if I were dictator of South Africa, I would go, okay, cool. Like, listen, guys, let's waterboard the mom and find out who sold the kid. Then we find the other person. We waterboard them or do something. Like, I don't know, like, sandpaper their feet down. Just put them on like sandpaper thing and just like slowly like sandpaper the feet away until they speak and they go, who did you sell the phone number, the person. That's what we do. And that's how we find these people. You know what I mean? And I think it's absolutely sickening that this guy's trying to do the right thing, and the people in charge are going, no, we'll fucking shoot you because corruption matters. That's how much corruption matters in this country. And I just wanted to point out one other thing, which was this. Advocate Barry. So just have a look at this. This is how awesome witness protection is in South Africa. Come on, load, you bastard. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. Let me just share the different page. Here we go. So this is really how well witness protection works in South Africa. This is from 2021 till 2025. These are the people that were a list of whistleblowers who were killed for exposing corruption in South Africa from 2021 to the last 4 years. Thanks, government. You're fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Well done, you bunch of dick bags. Anyway, enough deep politics. Rip van Janbreek, how are you, good sir? How many Bidens are we at? Actually, 0, right? 0 Bidens. Mork looks squirrel. Stop it, Charmaine. It's really nice having you guys here. I really appreciate everybody that's watching. You guys really make the show awesome. And Rib, dude, we really need to have a chat sometime, man. You're the fucking wanker, Darth Sean. 0 misinformation. Nobody addresses the elephant in the room. They're not going to. The elephant in the room is the fucking corrupt ANC. That's the elephant in the room. That's the corrupt elephant. The thieving fat elephant that's overweight from stealing taxpayers' money. That's the elephant in the room. The entire room is the fucking elephant. And that's the agency. How dare you, 144? 4.3 million Bidens. Jesus, dude. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. No, that's all we need. Like, we just need Cyril to come out and condemn things because it's basically like, it's just witchcraft, right? It's just like, it's magic. It's like on Harry Potter. He's basically just casting a spell and everything is fine. Yeah. George, how are you? George, how's your adventures on the high seas faring, good sir? Are you having fun on the high seas there, good sir? Have you tried? Been watching? I saw at least one Joe. Oh, just one. Thank you. Okay. You did ask about the high seas, if I'm not mistaken, George. I hope your adventures are productive. Lachik. Well, listen, that's what we try and do. The only thing, like the main thing, not about bringing balance. The main thing is to make somebody smile, just a little bit.
This is a comedy show, so
this is a fucking comedy show. But we do try and do try and bring serious stuff, and we do try and bring a balance. We can't always have jokes and laughs all the time. Sometimes we're gonna have to be. Sometimes it's good to get angry. That's why I listen to Limp Bizkit, babe. You're just gonna listen to fucking Limp Bizkit. Just a bit of corn in your life. Just fucking yeah. Where's Arbot? That's somebody I haven't seen. Arbot, are you alright, homie? I'm just gonna do a shout out to Arbot. Arbot, I hope you're good, sir. I haven't seen you in the chat. And everybody, like, oh, listen. One last topic before we just talk a bit of cuck for a few minutes. Did you see the whole vibe with Netflix?
Yes.
Jesus. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan, where I'm just like, I really feel like this is a bad idea. I really feel like this is a bad idea. It is a bad idea.
And I mean, look at Netflix's track record for the last like 2-3 years. Now you want to do this? Fuck off and die.
Did you hear about the movie that they're bringing out on Netflix about the transgender coal mine?
Fuck. Yes.
I have zero faith in this. This is worse than when Disney bought Star Wars.
Right.
They're going. Remember what happened when they made the Batwoman movie? It literally got bombed in post production. That's how cuck it was. Netflix don't worry, we'll fucking make it.
I know Paramount also made an offer, and honestly, I'm hoping Paramount wins.
I have. You know what? You know what I would be fine with. If listen, Elon, I know Elon watches the show. Elon,
yes, please
do us a fucking favor. Buy Warner Brother. Buy Warner Brother.
Yeah.
Just please buy Warner Brothers. Make Batman great again.
Save us, please.
Have you seen the memes on X regarding the shit? It's like they honestly are a bit worse than Disney. This is the company that brought us cuties. Not even Disney had those woke balls to bring out cuties. Netflix brought cuties out. These people do not give a shit, bro. They are. I don't know. Warner Brothers, they were trying to make money. Yeah, they fucked up a lot of stuff. I think the Batman, the what's the dude's name? What's the director that did Justice League? I think he did well in that. He's not the best director, but
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. I think he did well with those. Again, not my. Like, I have a lot of criticism of like the shit he did, but it is far better than any of the cuck that I've seen on Netflix. What is the last Netflix movie you've watched where you went, oh wait, that was really good?
The Gray Man.
But was that by Netflix?
Yeah, it was on Netflix before it was. Yeah.
No. What I mean is what did Netflix produce and release that was now. Apart from Stranger Things, House of Cards? So the stuff they did, House of Cards, absolutely exceptional until they fired what's his name, because he touched men who were, I don't know, not young or something. I don't know how it works. I don't know. He did Harvey. He was the gay version of Harvey Weinstein, and I'm going, you chose that. Listen, like he's going to give you a partner thing. 13 Reasons Why. I mean, okay, maybe. I mean, House of Cards was absolutely exceptional. The last season sucked so hard. I just fucking hated it. It was so absolutely badly written. But apart from that, it's good. I mean, Stranger Things is up and down. I'd probably give it. It's good. I mean, listen, it's like, again, my concept of good is like a 6-7. 6-7. You know what I mean? but great. I don't think anything great. Maybe Ozark, but was Ozark Netflix? What are you looking for, Joshua?
I'm looking.
I think it was.
Gray Man.
And the problem is like the thing is, this is if you're not sure. So I just want to quickly go through here. So what they're getting with Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. Under Warner Brothers is DC. So DC Entertainment, DC Comics. Let me just have a look here. So Warner Brothers. So it includes HBO streaming. What else? Let's see. Where are the IPs under? Fuck, man, I read it earlier. So yeah. So basically, Jesus, it's a lot of IPs, a shitload of IPs. Platforms wrote Bank of America, so she called Warner Brothers Studios the IP of Harry Potter to DC to Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I mean,
Greyman was a Netflix.
Was it? Okay. But I mean, look, like they're getting Harry Potter. I mean, it's like Warner Brothers owns the entire Harry Potter. They own HBO. HBO owns like fucking.
The thing that I'm mostly pissed off about this thing is that Netflix turned around and said they don't give a shit about Warner Brother games.
That is a thing that I was quite annoyed about. And I'm going maybe that was out of context statement, because that's absolutely stupid to say that. It's really stupid to say that. You know how many copies of games like Hogwarts Legacy sold? Do you know how many copies of games the Arkham series sold? What else was there? There was Mortal Kombat is under DC Games. That's under Warner Brothers. Mortal Kombat. Anything, every single
the Lego ones,
any DC Lego games, all under Warner Brothers. Anything Harry Potter under Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
To say that you don't care about the games is, I don't mean, again, it could be taken out of context. Snakes on a Plane. Or Snakes on a Plane under Warner Brothers. Ozark was cool. Listen, yeah, I loved Ozark. Me and the missus, we watched fucking Ozark up. Like it was I mean, I liked it. It's like absolutely great acting. And when I saw the trailer, I was going, like, the first time, like years ago, I was going, this is going to be him in a serious role. This is going to be stupid. And it was fucking phenomenal. So yeah, there are good stuff out there. It's just few and far between. Let me see here. So yeah, acquiring DC Comics. So if they're acquiring DC Comics, Harry Potter, Hannibal, give me a entire list of it. Jeez, I think maybe I have a list somewhere. Hold on. I think I did get a list. Oh, here we go. IP's list. My bad. I'm so stupid. So yeah, have a look at this. Holy crap. Why are you taking forever to load? Jesus, this is holy fuck. This is insane. Friends, Ocean's 11, Gremlins. Well, I think apparently I saw a thing here at the bottom that Evil Dead apparently isn't part of the franchise, part of the IP. The Matrix. So just to give you an idea, what's the chick's name? Jennifer Aniston from Friends. She gets paid to this day about $20 million a year for royalties on Friends. The Matrix alone pays Keanu Reeves about $50 million a year from like royalties. This is insane. Beetlejuice, DC, the entire DC Comics, like every fucking comic, right? Everything produced by is owned. The IP is owned by Warner Brothers. Adult Swim, Tom and Jerry, The Jetsons, Casablanca, Harry Potter, Citizen Kane, The Goonies, Scooby-Doo, Rick and Morty, Johnny Bravo. Holy shit, it's Johnny. The Hangover, The Conjuring, The Sopranos, Robot Chicken, Mortal Kombat, HBO and HBO Max. I mean, like, just think of all the shows you've watched on HBO. Every time you see that logo, I always went, "Wow, okay, this is going to be maybe it's going to be a good show." The Hangover, HBO, Smiling Friends. I know that. The Flintstones, The Boondocks. Jeez. Adventure Time, Sex in the Holy shit! Do they own Sex in the City? Final Destination, Cartoon Network, Game of Thrones. I mean, that's insane amount of money. Singing in the Rain, the Powerpuff Girls, Clockwork Orange, Big Bang Theory. Holy shit, they own Big Bang Theory and Friends. Minecraft, the film rights for Minecraft. Courage DMC, The Wizard of Oz. Dune 3, only distribution rights. Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings.
Holy fuck, you own DC, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. See, this is the thing. This is where I go, okay, you know what? Maybe a little bit of government isn't a bad idea, right? Because this is like, I don't want one company owning everything. I don't know about you guys. AJM, what did I miss? Literally all of it.
Everything.
You've missed all of it.
We're pretty much done. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
pitching
thanks. Actually, what it's quite fun. It's gonna get something to do tomorrow.
What?
I'm hanging out with AJM tomorrow. We're gonna have a little munching. Yeah. Nick wins again. Nick Fuentes did win. Coining it big time. Dude, I mean, this is madness, the amount of IPs they have here. We were just talking about a bit of movies and the whole acquisition of Netflix, AJM. Yeah, no, it's Emmanuel 14 and what Emmanuel 114 and SNL. What are you talking about? Apparently, what I did hear is that, as far as I know, is DSTV is fucking tanking because they're not getting any of those, all of that shit. Not. HBO. What?
Who even watches DSTV anymore?
I don't know who. You know what the fuck up is with DSTV is that people. It's almost like you get like, oh, I want to get sport, I want to get some entertainment, but you have to take the sport.
Most people get DSTV because of the sport, but the problem is you have to get a whole bunch of other shit that you're not interested just to get the sports.
And you know what? They won't unbundle that because no one. There's a whole bunch of channels and no one would ever fucking. And also I thought about it. The entire concept of DSTV is so fucking ancient, right? It's really stupid. It's like I mean, the only time we ever watch DSTV is now in the December holidays when me and the missus go away for a weekend, or somewhere in the middle of the year when we go away. Maybe we'll go to Melkbos or go to Hamon or somewhere.
The Airbnb,
and it's like DSTV, and you just sit there, and it's just like all I do is channel hop.
For me, I got a Cartoon Network, and I just let it run.
I didn't even know that. I don't think they have Cartoon Network anymore. And it's just the weird part is just that they just got like shows that like just repeat like constantly. You know what like irritates me the most is I miss Cow and Chicken. But I mean, I don't know what I don't have high hopes for this. I think it's going to end in a complete shit show because
that's why I'm hoping
Paramount got a monopoly.
I'm thinking Paramount.
But I mean, what has Paramount done? What good shit has Paramount done?
But, I mean, Warner Brothers still owns a part of Paramount as well.
Oh, yeah. Do they get that in the deal then?
I don't know if it's part of the deal. I know when you Google it, it breaks down what Netflix actually gets, and I don't think it's the entirety. There's like percentages that they get, as far as I understand.
Yeah, it's probably percentages. I mean, listen, I think DSTV can fuck themselves just because they're the people that fund News 24, and they also like they get money from the government in the idea of like what's
the amount of shit that they produce.
Yeah, they produce shit though. That's the thing. And I'm not against
every now and then
like local
like
content.
A gem,
it's just,
but that's like maybe every third year.
It's the thing is the problem is that in our country, and if you look at like if News 24, if their ideology is just fucking like this woke ideology, that's the same ideology that's going to be the people that own DSTV. I mean, again, they get direct funding from the government in the form of the pension policies that invest in DSTV. It's like you're fucking getting money from the government, you bunch of bastards. DSTV is losing a shit ton of channels. Can't reach it. No, exactly, because Netflix is going to go fuck it. And I think if I were Netflix, I wouldn't cancel HBO. I would have Netflix and HBO, and I would keep certain ones on it, or you could bundle it together. I mean, I don't know. Just the thing is, like, the problem is that the issue that I have here is like the whole cinema thing is kind of dead, right? I don't know. Like, what's the last cinema?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Star Wars. The last time I wanted to go to the cinema, I went and watched the Rise of Skywalker. And then one time after that, the wife convinced me. She was like, listen, let's go watch a movie for old time's sake. And we went to Cavendish, and I was absolutely annoyed because I went there and I was like, okay, cool. I haven't been to the cinema for like a year and a half or something. When we went there, I was like, okay, cool. So where's the thing where you buy popcorn? It's like, no, you've got. I went to the thing. Can I buy popcorn? The guy's like, no, you got to go back down the stairs, go to the machine and punch it in there. And I'm like, but why can't I just order it from you? No, we don't deal in cash. It's like, it's cool. I've got a card. And he's like, no, but you have to do it by the machine. I'm like, but I want to see what you guys have. Like, you know, because I've got a picture of it. It's like, is that what size Smarties is that? Then I walk back upstairs. I'm like, what size Smarties is it? Because it doesn't, oh, it's the little bar. Oh, okay, you know, back downstairs. I had the worst experience ever. Bought a popcorn. They gave it to me in a bag. I'm like, where's the cardboard box? No, we've moved away from those. I'm like, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. Yeah. I don't want to watch your movie. I hope you die. Never again. And I don't give a shit if they fail. Fuck you, Metro. Fuck Sticky Nickel.
The last movie I've ever watched in cinema was, I think it was Jumper.
What? Holy fuck! That's like fucking 50 years ago.
Yeah, that was 50 years ago. I think it was with you. Funny enough, I think you and someone else.
You? What? That can't be the last time you went to the cinema.
Yeah, 100%.
What? I don't believe you. Really?
Yeah. After that, my thoughts were I'd rather just rent it. Obviously, this at the time when DVD stores were still a thing. I would just rent a DVD because I found that if I rent the DVD, I could just stay at home. I don't have to fucking go anywhere.
See, the Sound of Freedom. I watched that alone. My whole vibe is now, and this is the only problem is that this is the issue with not going to the cinema, right? Is that I don't go to the cinema, but then if there's like a new movie out, I
depends.
can't,
I would say on the movie.
I can't look. I go look on X. I've got to like stay away. Like, what was it? Yeah. Anything about what's the current movie that's something that's out? So, like for example, the series that's Netflix. What's the series that's out? That just the new season that came out now. Stranger Things, right? So I haven't watched. So I was like going. Let's start from season 1, catch up. I'm on season. I just began season 3 or 4 now. So I've got to, every time I see anything relating to Stranger Things, I've just got to do the like, oh fuck, scroll, because I don't want to see what happens. That's the only downside if like a new movie comes out.
Was one of the Iron Mans, I think.
There we go.
I watched this one. That's right.
I mean, I like, for example, all the Marvel movies up until age of what's not the last one, the Endgame. That was I think I watched all of them at the cinema, and that was the last.
The problem I discovered that I had, I think it was one of the Iron Mans. I can't remember which one. I remember my issue was I realized that I hate everyone.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just stay at home because I can pause. I can also go, there's no noise. There's no one going, yeah, clapping. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. That's the one thing that, right? Have you seen the clips from people in America where people cheer in the cinema? Mind. I would buy hot coffee just for that moment, just to pour that fucking shit on it. Shush, like shut up. And also, like, every time I go to the cinema, I feel like a victim of GBV, GHB, gender-based violence, because I feel like I get raped every time I go to the cinema. They want to charge me fucking 80 rand for a popcorn.
Yeah, $80 for a popcorn. I can buy a whole bag of like the like little seeds for like $14, and I can make tons of popcorn.
Yeah.
I don't like people. Like I just find I'm very much an introvert. I can watch it at home. I can pause, go to the bathroom if I want to make a snack. I can eat what I want in front of like the movie I'm watching.
I don't think I've been in the cinema in 25 years, dude.
You've missed nothing. You have missed
nothing, honestly.
Fuck all.
I mean, I must say, like,
I remember as a kid. I remember. Sorry, I remember watching like the Jurassic Park. You would go to the cinema. There's the smell of the popcorn, and you go, "I want some butter. Give me some butter." They'll pour some butter on it. You get the Coke. You sit in the cinema. That was fun. Now it's the fuck.
No, it's like, you know what happened is like I think when they started stop making the popcorn like because you used to like they'd have the machine, you'd see the popcorn popping, you'd smell it,
pops,
and then like somehow I don't know what happened. They every now and again you'd see like I'd go there, I'd be like at say Anal Walk or the waterfront, and then you'll see the lady come out with a big bag of popcorn and just fill it up. Like, where did you make it? Why don't you? Like, were you make it a day ago, 2 days ago?
Anymore.
What the fuck is going on?
It's not the same. It doesn't taste the same.
And then when you charge airport prices for cool drinks and stuff, it's like, well, we got to make our money. No, you fucking don't. You can charge the ticket. The tickets are insane. You have to up everything. I would do this thing where we'd go like, I would always do that, like, because I remember the cinema used to be experience. I loved it.
Yeah.
What I would do is I would go to McDonald's. I'd get like a little cheeseburger, cheeseburger snack. I'd go buy a cool drink, like a bottle, like a glass bottle Coke, right?
Yeah, because that was the best.
Glass bottle Coke.
Yeah.
Nice bag, and then smuggle it in. I mean, like, don't lie.
I would get the popcorn, and I'd buy some Whispers, and I would add my Whispers into the.
I don't do that. I don't.
No, it's not. I mean, it doesn't melt in it. You add it, but you got some popcorn, and you got some Whispers.
Yeah, I think people that do that should be taken fucking outside and shot. It's like you're like those fucking weirdos that put pineapple on pizza.
It's a button I need to push.
You are a smelly pirate hooker. Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
I will.
Exactly.
I fucking will.
No, like
great place.
I get that vibe as well. Like every now and again, like because the wife she does the same thing. She'll buy like Whispers, or it's like what's the other one? Like you get Whispers and what's like
it was remember Tumbles. It was Tumbles shortcake.
Yeah. She said either Tumbles or Whispers, and she would chuck that into a popcorn, right? But the thing was, the popcorn used to be warm, so some of it would melt. This was the great thing about having, and when you started fucking with those things, the fact that you got real popcorn. That you can sit there and experience. It was fucking clean. It was nice. Then it just became you go in there and you go like, I'd sit down. I'm gonna. It smells funny, But then again, like I think that the sample.
Do you know when I knew we were heading to a wrong, like the direction of cinema was going to a wrong place? They would still do the fresh popcorn, right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be. You wouldn't pour the butter over it anymore. Then it was like
I never experienced the butter.
Butter flavored shaker.
I never got. I don't ever recall real butter ever. Anyway, where it was like.
I wouldn't say real butter. It would be like a mix, but it would be like butter, and they would toss it for you.
Oh yeah. Then, butter flavored.
Then you would and then they would have like progress from that to like it was salt, but like butter flavored powder that you would pour. So as you were eating, you would like you would have a handful of popcorn, and then something would happen on the screen. You would go. And then that powder would go into the back of your throat, and then you're choking. Fuck, I hated that.
Yeah, dude. But it was the little things. It was the little things that started just getting me annoyed. I mean, I think I mean, to be honest, the main thing to me was the fact that like movies started becoming cuck. They started becoming cuck. I think just writing started sucking. Whispers or Astros? Yeah, Astros. That's what I was thinking. The wife always takes Astros, pours that on there, all the Whispers.
Yes.
But the thing was, but the part about it that was cool was like, okay, cool. You almost like, because the popcorn just came out of this warm thing. I always remember going there and accidentally putting my like hand on the popcorn.
Thing. Yeah.
And like, oh my God, it's warm. It had glass, but it was warm. Now it's like I stand there and I go like, and I go like, when was this made? And she goes, no. And I'm going,
means you bought in a whole bag of like stale popcorn and you just kind of warm it up so it feels fresh.
It's not even fucking warm. And then
they charge you like 80 Rand for a box. I go, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then dude, that goes to like the Coke. They got machine Coke there, and you're going like, So you got the popcorn and the Coke, and it costs you 120 Rand. And you're going, what the fuck just happened? How?
Yeah.
How is it 120 Rand?
Yeah.
Plus 80 Rand for your ticket, so 200 Rand a person. Imagine you just want to take the kids to the cinema. That's insane, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spend at least 1,000 Rand.
Like, just be reasonable with your prices. It's like, okay, cool. Well, wait, hold on. The place right next door to you. So, like, this is the thing that used to fuck me off so hectically, because I would go to Anal Walk, right? So, at Anal Walk, you've got the cinema is right by the food court, and I'd stand there, and then there's like the Panarotis right next to it, and I'm going like 90 rand for a Coke, the big one, and then you can just buy a can of Coke right there for like the standard restaurant price of double what a Coke costs, or you can just there's a cafe little like thing right down there in the food court. I could go to McDonald's, buy a fucking Coke for nothing. Like, you guys, can you guys see, or is it blind people like making decisions for Ster-Kinekor Metro? It's insane, man. I'm just gonna say, 144 says the last movie I saw in the cinema was The Matrix. Jeez, I mean, see, and that's the thing. I remember how awesome. RJ, Popcorn Gate. Yes, we're fucking exposing the truth. But I remember how awesome it used to be. Like, and I think the internet's kind of spoiled that, because that whole vibe. I remember the fucking day I went to Tiger Valley. Eileen, thank you so much, darling. Really appreciate you hanging out and watching. Absolute stunner. I remember going to I think it was Tiger Valley. I remember going to Tiger Valley. We were there, and we're like, okay, cool, let's go watch a movie. And you'd stand there and stare at the posters and go like, who's in that? Like, you see the name.
Yeah. And you didn't have trailers.
No
you
idea.
were like,
no,
you were lucky
idea.
if you watched the movie like 3 weekends before this.
Yeah,
to see the trailer.
You'd have to read about it in the U and the Huisgenoot.
Yeah.
You'd go like, oh,
what movies?
And
remember
Keanu.
that thing where you could phone them to find out what movies are showing that night?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Dude, what's that one dude?
And
The guy
like,
who
would
did
go,
the reviews.
this is showing, and then you would ask them, well, what's it about? Oh no, it's about that sounds interesting. Yeah.
And then there's also that dude. I remember there's always the guys on the radio. What's that guy's name? There's this one dude in South Africa, Barry Wronger. I can't remember his name. Someone Barry something. He used to be he was the critic, the movie critic, right?
Yeah, the movie critic.
And I just want to point out something quite funny. Because the other day I think it was last Friday. I was driving home. I was driving somewhere. It's Friday morning-ish. And some dude comes onto I was listening to Cape Talk, and some dude comes on, and he's like, okay, cool. Well, the stuff that you need to watch on Netflix on the weekend. He's giving us all the breakdowns of all the shows. And you know what annoyed me? Every single one, he was like going, no, this is a good one. This is a great show. This is a great show. I'm going, every single one of the shows you've mentioned are absolute cuck. Like, they're like, where are honest? And this is what annoyed me with like people that did game reviews, right? Because I always, this is a thing I had back in the day. I met a couple of dudes that were like in the gaming scene, and they were proper, like, they would review people's games, like PlayStation, Xbox would send them free games. They were semi-famous. Not a single game they would go, this is absolute cuck. No one. And I'm going like, where's the reality? Where's the realism to that? Every single game can't be great. Can't you fucking be honest? Where's the honesty in this shit? And I don't know. I don't know why I'm rambling on bullshit. I don't really watch anything anymore. It's either too much corn or cringe or horror. No decent adventure or clean good movies to show us. See, that's the thing. I mean, I come from a generation of the Goonies, of Back to the Future, of Indiana Jones. Like, when was the last adventure movie?
I was about to ask you the exact same thing.
There was that thing with the guy from.
For me, it was National Treasure. I enjoyed National Treasure.
No. I'm saying National Treasure is like almost fucking 15 years old.
I know. That's
what was
the
that?
last one I would say.
What's the guy that's in what's the thing called where they have to keep quiet?
That adventure. I know what you're talking about. It's him and Portman, Natalie Portman.
Yeah, there's some adventure movie, and it was like I watched it, and I was like,
it wasn't even that great. They had potential, but then
Barry took it wrong. If I become a billionaire, I'm bringing back drive-in. I'm bringing drive-in back. I mean,
I went to
but
one
you know how
drive-in my entire life.
No. You know how fucking awesome that would be now.
I know. What an
right?
experience.
Because windscreens are better.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, wait, how would that work? You could tune it into, like, imagine having a Bose like sound system in your car, and you're listening to that, windows closed, full fucking blast, like proper sound. I mean,
you gotta make sure your window's clean.
Yeah, that's the only fuck up though. But that, I mean, that's what I would offer. If I opened, obviously, I'm saying Charmaine's going to offer like the window cleaning, the gaichi there. It's just going to like, oh, wait.
So instead of like,
clean your window, madam.
Clean your window.
There we go. Exactly. You tip the guy fucking, $5 or 20. You're a shopper. Yeah. Only fuck up is like, O's got tinted windows, can't really watch the movie. The movie's going to have like a,
they're lost.
This is fun. This is so much fun, guys. Sean, it's getting a bit late.
Let's
almost 10 o'clock. Good lord, sorry. We're talking way too much cock. Radio was better. Radios are better.
Do you remember what? We would watch a show on TV and then it would be like in a different language, and then we would tune in, and I remember we would sit on the couch and we'd have it behind us.
Yeah, Beverly Hills 90210.
The English version of it.
Yeah, I was thinking we were in high. I was in high school. You were a little younger, and we had to do this thing because
they dubbed it in Afrikaans, but we wanted the English version of it.
Remember the English? You have to like tune into Radio 2000, and you'd have to like, and then you got it right, and it would be in sync.
I remember we would put it right behind us. So we could hear the English version of it and watch the show on TV.
Yeah, because in Afrikaans it was fucking terrible. I don't know why they did that. Simulcast. Yeah, I used to call it oorklankiaans. No, it's called oorklankiaans because that's what they did. They made it in Afrikaans. It was going like, that's the apartheid government. That I think that was probably worse than apartheid. It was the fact that they did that to TV shows. Yes, I said it. Okay, calm down. It's a joke.
It's a comedy show, guys.
Listen. I don't think any. You know what? People can shut the fuck up, right? If they take offense to that. There were people that voted that the worst thing to come out of South Africa was Elon Musk. What was second? Guess what was second? Fucking apartheid. It's like imagine like that's how indoctrinated some fucking retards are. That is worse. Like Elon Musk is like, well, the media he's friends with Trump. That's worse than apartheid. I like listen, I can make fucking any joke I want now about apartheid. That's how insignificant it is. The fact that Elon Musk is considered, and again they made this out to be like, well, this is the general populace feels like this. I'm going, okay, so like Nick Fuentes says, it's too soon.
Too soon. That was the best joke ever. Fuck, it was so good.
What? Oh. I never said I hate Afrikaners. You take that back. I'm part Afrikaans. You can't fucking tune me.
No, but they're gonna clip it like that. That's how they do it.
Yeah, of course. The media is gonna come out.
Yeah.
Turn me against my own people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. I don't think it's probably like that's like the sound of a dying, squealing stack pig is what the News 24 has been doing, like going after content creators on the internet because they can't. Fucking million rand company is going after fucking content creators on the internet because they're decimating them. Fuck you, News 24. Bunch of retards. Cancel Mork for hating Afrikaners. Try it. See, the problem is now the wokes are going to be on my side. All these, and they're going to have to deal with the left until they watch my content. Yeah, the Afrikaners are trying to cancel this Mork Rock show. Let's stand with him. It's like, watch 2 seconds. No. They should cancel him.
They should cancel it. Let's support it. That's how we unite the nation.
Yeah. Oh god, this is so much fun. Oh, fuck, I could do this forever. If South Africans wasn't so fucked, race obsession we would have it SpaceX. Yeah, we also have fucking super fast internet. But yeah, they're so obsessed with race. It's 100% true. To their detriment. This is the problem.
So far ahead. If we just sorted out the corruption and the bullshit fucking politics, we would be so far ahead.
The thing is, we can't, Sean. We can't, because the problem is like people have been sold a lie. They've been sold a lie that somehow redressed. We're going to fix inequality. It's like,
I mean, when you say you can't, I disagree. I think I can. The problem is I'll be arrested as a terrorist.
How are you going to fix inequality?
I can't
with
say.
A flamethrower. No, but the thing is, you can't, because the things that people are labeled, right? The things that I've inherited are not physical, material things, right? And that's the thing that people don't seem to understand. The things that like people who prosper are not sacrifices. Like, for example, I'll give you a silly one, right? The fact that maybe your parents decided not to become alcoholics.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that your parents decided, even with as little as money that they have, they decided we're going to stay together, even though we hate each other, we know it's going to be a better outcome for our children. The fact that they went, okay, cool, well, even though the government offers us free money, if I'm single, they're not going to do that. They're rather going to fucking survive on their own. Those are the little things. The fact that you were taught, like, how to cross the road, how to be, how to communicate, like the fact that your parents did shit like that. Those are the things those are the real privileges that you got, right? But anybody can have those things, but it requires sacrifice. It requires that instead of me, actually, just one quick thing, just quickly before I wanted to bring this up the other day. Where was it now?
While you find it, I just want to point out from both me and Mork, we agree that apartheid was the fucking worst.
Well, I think the Holocaust was worse.
I'm just saying, we
again,
don't want apartheid.
Let's just to correct me. I would say, like, maybe it's third like maybe fourth. There's a whole bunch of things far worse than apartheid. I would say war is far worse. Hiroshima worse. And then, like, for example, Nazism, far worse. Holocaust, far worse than apartheid. And you know what's far worse than all of those fucking things? Communism. The thing that killed 160 million people. The thing that takes the cake on the worst thing ever. That thing is worse. The thing that the ANC claimed to be? That thing. That's worse. And you're a fucking idiot if you follow that shit, if you're into it. It's going to work again. Just go outside. I don't know. Stick your finger in the plug. Pour water on yourself, because that's the only way you're going to solve that. Sorry, so just on that quick topic, just have a look at this. Gambling bodies move to deny student loan and social grant beneficiaries access to gambling. See, that's the thing. That's the privilege that they're talking about, where instead of my parents didn't spend all the grant money on gambling. That's not white privilege. That's just common fucking sense. But these are the sacrifices parents make. The parents that don't do this. And you know what? They make those sacrifices, and you have fucking dick bags, absolute fucking muppet heads like the fucking president and these fucking woke liberals that go, oh, no, the reason you are where you are is because of fucking white privilege. Go fuck yourself. Over it. Get fucked.
What a way to end the show.
But dude, you should actually, I'll talk about this maybe sometime, maybe on Monday night we can chat to Spoon. But fuck me, it's like when you look at the numbers, it's insane, bro. It's something like 50% of people that get fucking social welfare are blowing it on gambling. I'm going, okay, well, there's a reason to. Remember we were saying, well, we probably shouldn't cut all the social welfare. Well, maybe we fucking should. Maybe let's cut it. Fuck you. You don't deserve you don't deserve a penny if you're spending on gambling. Go.
That's where my income tax is going to go.
Yeah, that's exactly where it's going. Your income tax goes to pay these people money to sit and then go fucking gamble.
Yeah.
Like, blown my mind out of proportion. Just give me more reasons. Give me more reasons to not fucking. Anyway, listen, let's call it there. Minus 370 rand. Let's call it there. Guys, thank you so much. You guys were absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the comments. I'm sorry if we didn't get to all of them. We try and read all of them. I sometimes even go back the next day and just go read everybody's comments and laugh my ass off. Piers Morgan is a cuck and his wife is publicly admitted. That's 100% true. Luke, 100% true. Luca music, yeah, totally agree with you. She does. But yeah, guys, thanks so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. It's almost holiday. So catch us on Saturday morning. Saturday morning, we're going to have a 10 o'clock show. And then Monday night at 7:30, we're going to chat to Spoon. We're going to chat about some of these concepts that we were looking into with Nick Fuentes. I think it's nice to discuss it with someone who's he's very articulate, very well read. He knows history. It would be an interesting conversation. I think would be cool. And then Thursday night, next Thursday, we're going to have a Christmas special. I think we just have a Christmas special. Let's do a Christmas special coming Thursday and then the following Monday with Whistler. We're going to talk a bit about home automation. Oh my God, you must see Whistler's home automation setup, dude. It is fucking next level. I don't think you can show us, but dude, it's so good. Anyway, so I think we talk about that. We're going to have Christmas specials going up to Christmas because, yeah, awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys Saturday morning at 10 o'clock or Monday night at 7:30. Cheers. Thanks so much. Love you. Bye.